Everybody, let's talk about the prophetic word again today. Let's look at Luke chapter 13, verse 6 to 9 is going to be the prophetic word again today. We're going to look at Luke chapter 13, verse 6 to 9. Let's begin in verse 6. And he also spoke this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking fruit on it and found none. Then he said to the keeper of his vineyard, "Look, for 3 years I have come seeking fruit on this fig tree and found none. Cut it down. Why does it use up the ground?" And he answered and said to him, "Sir, let it alone this year also until I dig around it and fertilize it. And if it bears fruit, well, but if not, after that you can cut it down." There's someone that's listening to this video that is going through, that it's in the same thing in this situation that Jesus is talking about, this parable. This man is approaching his vineyard, the keeper of the vineyard, about a tree that's not bear fruit for the last 3 years. Comes by, he comes into his vineyard, he sees a fig tree there, and it's not bearing any fruit. Every time he goes in to pick out fruit, he notices there's no fruit on this tree. So he goes to his keeper of the vineyard and says, "Cut it down. It's wasting space." And the vineyard keeper says, "Give it another year. Let me dig around the tree and then fertilize it. And if it bears fruit, that's good. But if it doesn't," the vine keeper of the vineyard said to the owner of the vineyard, "You cut it down." There's someone listening to this video that has made that sort of deal with God. And the 4th year has ended. And you're wondering why something has been removed. That's because those 4 years before that, there was no fruit in that. And the Lord will prune. John chapter 15, check that out. He prunes so that more can grow. And you understood that in that situation a year ago. And now that year is ending. And you're wondering why that is actually disappearing. It's not only not having fruit in your life while you're involving yourself in the life of that individual or situation that is the same type as this fig tree, but it's actually being removed from your life. You have an accountability, a stewardship over, and a calling over specific things. And that thing that's been around for a while, for years now, you're not only seeing that there's no fruit, you're seeing God remove it because you asked God to remove it. "Give me that year, Lord," the keeper of the vineyard said. That's us. Give me that year. Let me fertilize. Let me do something that I haven't done different than I have done before. And if it doesn't grow, you remove it. How many prayers have been asked and prayed that are listening to this video, and God's answering that prayer? He's removing that fig tree. It's not growing. There's no fruit. It's a waste of space in your life. And God will remove it. Your homework, John chapter 15. God bless you guys. Have a great day.